The turn of the table. In life, there's a truth that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. You never know how the table turns. What goes around comes around, and the hands you cut today might be the very ones you need tomorrow. This is a story of betrayal, karma, and the humbling reminder that no one is immune to the twists of fate. Once, there was a man named Victor, who had risen from the depths of despair to a life of wealth and power. But his success wasn't solely his own doing. In his darkest days, when he was drowning in debt and desperation, it was a kind-hearted woman named Clara who extended her hand to him. She lent him money, offered him guidance, and even introduced him to connections that would change his life. Victor had been on his knees, kissing hands and feet, begging for a way out, and Clara had been his saving grace. But as Victor climbed higher, he began to forget where he came from. The humility that once defined him was replaced by arrogance, and the gratitude he owed Clara turned to resentment. He saw her as a reminder of his past struggles, a shadow he wanted to erase. So, when Clara fell on hard times and reached out to him for help, Victor turned his back. He cut her off, severing the hand that had once lifted him up. What Victor didn't realize was that life has a way of balancing the scales. Years later, his empire began to crumble. A series of bad investments, betrayals by his so-called allies, and a sudden economic downturn left him in ruins. Once again, Victor found himself on his knees, desperate for help. But this time, there was no Clara to turn to. The hands he had burned on his way up were now closed to him. In his desperation, Victor reached out to old acquaintances, former friends, and even strangers, but no one was willing to help. He had built his success on a foundation of ingratitude and betrayal, and now he was reaping what he had sown. It was then that he remembered Clara, her kindness, her selflessness, and the way he had repaid her with cruelty. The weight of his actions crushed him, but it was too late to undo the damage. Clara, meanwhile, had rebuilt her life through sheer resilience and the support of those who valued her kindness. She had learned to protect her heart, but she never lost her compassion. When she heard of Victor's downfall, she didn't gloat or seek revenge. Instead, she simply said, "You never know how the table turns." Victor's story became a cautionary tale, a reminder to always treat others with respect and gratitude, no matter where life takes you. The hand you cut today might be the one you need tomorrow, and karma has a way of bringing the past full circle.